Welcome, friends. Welcome, friends. Welcome to Today's Reconsider It live stream. Best live stream you're gonna see all day. And here on this live stream, you are gonna get a very nice hour of some improvised live looping. It's all vocals. Oh man, it's so good. I have the beginnings, the foundations of a beat. I'm going to be building this beat more on the stream with you, bringing in the synth as well. The synth is not connected to the loopers. The loops are all vocals. Synth is separate. It's just also it's called Tinkering in the Studio. My regulars know what it is. If you are new to the Reconsider It live streams, welcome! You made the right decision joining us. We want you here. Speaking of we who are here, I see in the chat right now we have got the man himself, Donald Duck! Accompanied, of course, as well by the great and illustrious Panda! Donald Duck says, my girlfriend is in the room saying, what are all these weird noises? That's me doing vocals into the mic, and the looper does various effects and things. This is me just going like, hey. But you can hear it's like a little chopped. There's another harmonic lower layer added in there, an octave lower. That's what this looper stuff is all about. It's so fun, and we don't know what the rest of this beat's going to be. That's the joy of this next hour. Also the joy of this next hour is all the chat, whatever's going to happen as we just hang out. Very informal, no specific structure today. And as we are here in this warm-up phase, my friends, I have a need. I need to celebrate. I need to celebrate Thank you for being here. Whether you are here with us live in the chat, or you are here with us live but you are not in the chat, or you are here with us after the live, you are watching after the live on replay. However it is that you are here with us, thank you for being here. It's so much better with you here. I am going to celebrate you at this time in this way. I got my drink. I am going to count to 3. I am going to clink the screen. That time, you are invited to join the rest of us and cheers along and celebrate our togetherfulness. What a great ecstatic, unifying, ritualistic experience this is, beginning on 1. That was really good. It was a good start. 2. I like that part a lot. That was nice. Clink. Cheers, my friends. That's good. That's like very, very good. If I were to go to the dictionary and look up the opposite, you know, if I were to take the word doog, D-O-O-G, and I were to spin it around backward and look that up in the dictionary, the word good, it would be like precisely exactly this. Please like this video. Please subscribe. I could use some Whew. Friends, we have got a Tinker stream on our hands, and boy, what a glorious and good experience this already is. Here in this Tinker stream, I'm going to be building up this beat some more, including the percussion section. It could use some building already. At some point, I'll start pulling in the synth as well. Man, it's going to be such a good time. Who knows what's going to be happening, what we're all going to be chatting about together in the live chat, man. It's just going to be. The Panda Man is on an Eat More Bamboo campaign. You can donate to his cause. As I get caught up on a chat, I see right now that vegetable poop has joined us. I also see the Duckman says, have I seen Loopy Pro? Have I checked out Loopy Pro? I know of it. I have seen artists who use it. I have seen demos of it. It looks cool. I don't have any iPad, Mac technology to run it. So I've never tried it. I've never used it. Looks cool. I do sometimes wonder about like to what extent should I incorporate software-based looping, or will I someday incorporate it? Because I've been recently talking about how I'm gonna get another MK2, another RC505 Mark II loop station. I'm outright planning to do that because my original looper, my Mark I, has some hardware issues, and to repair it would cost not as much as getting a new Mark II, but it would cost enough that I might as well just get a new Mark II. And then I'd get a ton of new features anyway, so I'm just gonna get a new Mark II. Anyway, so I think about like, oh cool, and now I'm gonna have, you know, all these features in the Mark II and stuff, but I also think in the back of my mind, like, oh, I'm still gonna have my old Mark I, so I'm gonna, in principle, have 15 loops now. Ha 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 ha! Can I sync 3 loopers? And of course, that's, you know, what am I gonna be syncing 8 loopers someday? But with something like Loopy Pro, I believe you can just keep adding more and more and more because it's a piece of software. So sometimes I think about that kind of stuff. In that regard, I'd be interested to hear if you have first-hand experience, or even not first-hand experience, any thoughts you have about Loopy Pro or other software-based looping. I see Donald Duck also says, not even just getting like a second-hand iPad. You're right that I could. I just never did. And I don't know, maybe that's something that can be somewhere on my horizon of stuff. Because I do hear a lot about it. There's a YouTube channel called, oh man, I think it's just called Live Loopers. But it's this guy who, interestingly, has a background of rapping and cross-genre stuff like I have in my background too. So I'm like, oh wow, no kidding. But he does all these reviews of different looping apps like Loopy Pro, but a bunch of other stuff too. As I say this, I don't know that I've seen one of his videos in a while, but it's easy to find. I think the channel, like I say, is just literally called Live Loopers, not like live_loopers 802. I think just Live Loopers, I think. Don't quote me on that. Maybe I should look it up real quick. Yep. I just looked it up. It is indeed, as I said, if you just do youtube.com/@liveloopers. That's his page, this guy I'm talking about. So anyway, that's like those sorts of videos, like review videos or demo videos. That's my primary experience with Loopy Pro. I have seen some artists. There's one guy in particular, I'm not going to remember his name. I would love to point you to his page because his stuff's really dope. Oh man, I wish I could remember his name. Oh, do I almost remember it? I think the answer is no for now on this other artist. But there's another, artist I'm aware of who he, I don't know if he uses exclusively Loopy Pro, but he does often have in his like improvised looping setup that he does. He's got an iPad, and I know Loopy Pro is at least part of his setup. He has other things too. He has pieces of hardware. He's got a little synth that he hooks up sometimes. If I remember his name, I'll share it because his stuff's really dope. He does these like nature walks where he films himself, presumably, I don't know, but he films like a first-person perspective of walking on a trail, like hiking outside. And then he just sets it for, 4 minutes or something? 2 or 3, 4 minutes. Sets it to some music of his. It's good stuff. And that's just one of his things that he releases. He also does, as I say, these like little improvised videos. It's a good page. If I remember his name, I'm gonna definitely aim to share it. On the topic of iPads and the hardware, Vegetable Poop says, yeah, but is an iPad fun to play though? Because I mean, I would acknowledge there is an element to that for sure. Having an actual piece of hardware these, like, you know, knobs and buttons and things. It is fun. I see also I see also, I also now see. Donald Duck says you could use the 505 as the MIDI controller for LP. What's LP? For Loopy Pro. That's what. Okay, Loopy Pro. That's what we're talking about. Really? You could use it as a MIDI controller for the beats per minute? That'd be good. As an additional. See, that idea I like. If I can, yeah, let me just cough right into the mic. This is called good mic technique. Another good mic technique always is to have trust join the chat, because at that point you have just, you know, all of the good. Like I was saying, it's like if you spelled Duke backwards and looked that up in the dictionary, it'd be like exactly this precise situation, which is a good situation. Of all the situations to be a precise one, this is the precise one that you want to be a precise one. So friends, with this beat going on right now, we have a little bit more fleshed out percussion. There's still more to fill out in the top looper. And I also still gotta find a synth voice that's gonna fit in nicely with all this. I think I'm gonna add another layer in the looping first. This one, yeah, we're gonna do this. As I get caught up on the chat right now, I see at this time that Sarah has joined us. Since Samurai likes the melody as well, thank you. I have a lot of gratitude at this time that I feel welling up. So let's see about this, if I can find some voice down here on the Hydrasynth. That's gonna mesh nicely with that. Trusto says this needs some bars on it. I know you want it, and you know that I got it. Don't make me shock it. That is to say, the internet. Because check it, yes, I bring the raps on it. Check it, yo, that, I've got it. You know, and yo, I go with this flow so nicely. I might be dropping some nice rhymes, please, you might see. Or rather say, check it, I may play this whole game today called rapping. Check it, that's the fact. When I drop it, that is the fat shit. I bring the bass in, or rather bass. Yes, check it, the place that you take is the first one. Check it, you learned one day that you may earn the sun ray. Hey, did I say that whole shit? Check it, you know this flow is so legit, which is this whole shit that I go with. You know it's this flow sickness, yo, this is this which you desire. Check it like a fire. I might light your whole shit. Why you're gonna be coming back? Check it, I'm running in fact. Yo, was that acceptable? Was that an acceptable amount of just off the top rapping? I know the other day, oh, by the way, my regulars know that recently, actually, it was just over a week ago. The great and wonderful Symptoms of Reality had me on for a 2-hour third ear discussion, a third ear interview, where we talked about a few of my songs from my rap album Closure by Conscious Object. This album. We talked about, I believe it was 4 of the songs from this album. This is my old rap group, by the way, if you're not familiar with Conscious Object. I was the rapper in this fusion hip-hop duo. That was what we used to call ourselves. Or rather, that's really what my producer came up with. He came up with most of the, the cool stuff. I was just the rapper. I was just the talent. I put the raps, and then I showed up and I rocked the house when we played live shows. Like, that was my contribution to the group. But anyway, yeah, he and I are both, let's say, unique in the hip-hop space, at least our space, the circles we ran in. He had come from more of a industrial kind of background. Even ska was part of his preferred listening habits. 9 Inch Nails was his favorite band, so he brought that kind of energy to the beats. And I was definitely much more from a hard rock or metal kind of origin, energetically, even though stylistically I bring the rap. So he and I are both much more on like a harder side of things, a harder edge side of things. Fusion hip-hop, we called it. And we did a pretty good job in our local area. We played shows for about 7 years. Maybe, let's say 6 and change. About 6 and change. We played shows on a pretty regular basis. Not so much that people would be like, oh, another Conscious Object show. But enough that people were like, oh, cool, another Conscious Object show. So we struck that balance pretty nice. We were very active in the local rap community. My producer actually made a community. It was awesome. He made a local community in the absence of one previously. He was putting on shows every, I don't know how often he put on a show, every month, was it? But he'd have, 4, 5, 6 local rap acts. People got in the habit of coming out to the shows on a regular basis. It was awesome. We had regular crowds coming out. It was great. And then the pandemic. And everything got destroyed. It was really not awesome. And nothing ever came back after the pandemic. Even the local scene is like totally destroyed now. There aren't any shows. I mean, I don't want to say there aren't any, but they're very rare. And so I go to YouTube. I see in the chat right now we got lag and also symptoms of reality. Oh, by the way, I didn't finish my story. I said earlier that about a week ago, 8 days ago, this is a Friday as we do this stream right now. It was last Thursday that Symptoms of Reality had me on, and we did this third ear interview where we looked at that 4 songs from this album of mine, Closure by Conscious Object. And we just talked about my processes and things. What did this mean? What were you thinking when you did that? What is your, position on this? Just all sorts of good stuff it was about 2 hours. And the reason I bring it up now is that one of the things, whenever it was, I think it was as we were closing up near the end, but Trusto said that he's like, I'm always going to your stream and I'm wanting to hear you drop some bars and I'm always disappointed. And I said, oh no, Trusto's disappointed. I cannot endure such no. I cannot brook such a happenstance of Trusto being disappointed. And hence, had to rap today. Is that okay? In fact, I may just drop some raps and they would also be dope. Check it, I call it the flow, Alright, I see Symptoms Reality as they say, no, we need some more. And Trusto says the previous raps were very acceptable. That's good. Lang says the name of this track should be Back Then. Marco! Marco says this is dope. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. A rap and a rhyme with a little bit of that and a shine in this whole shit. I have another loop I need to add here, another layer to this beat. And I'm gonna do this one. By the way, earlier, when I was talking about that recent interview that I did with Symptoms of Reality, I didn't tell you how to find it, nor did I explicitly instruct you to go listen to it. So I'm doing that presently. Go listen to it. Go to the Symptoms of Reality YouTube page, and in their videos, go in the search bar and look for Third Ear Recon. And just do like the numeral 3 RD, Third Ear Recon, and you'll find it. And then watch it. After you find it, watch it. And share it. Share the link and speak highly of it to other people. Talk to other people about it and talk about it in a favorable manner. Share the link and like the video. And subscribe to Symptoms of Reality if you're not already subscribed over there. I'm still getting caught up on the chat here. I see that Marco says, I love this beat. It's got a dark but musical nature, which is awesome. I see Glitchmoth is also making a reference to my shirt, my t-shirt, the Cypress Hill shirt. Yeah, Cypress Hill. There was a period of a couple of years where if you stop me and you're like, hey man, do you have a favorite rap group? I'd be like, I sure do. And then at that time, if you had said, all right, well, what is that favorite rap group of yours? I meant to imply, what is it? Like, and then I would have been like, oh, you should have said so. I like Cypress Hill. And that would have been my response. For a period of, I don't know, a couple of years or so, I would have said that. And then even after that time, I still liked Cypress Hill. I saw them live at some kind of festival once. I think, actually, you know what? Now that I'm saying this, it was the first live music show, like big, concert, touring artist. The first big show I've ever been to in my life. It was some kind of, like, the radio station put on a, like a Lollapalooza-esque kind of thing with a variety of large names. And Cypress Hill was one of them. So we went to that show, me and some of my high school buddies. I'm trying to think if I saw them another time. I might have, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. In any case, yeah, I used to like Cypress Hill a lot. Certainly at this time, when I got this t-shirt, this was like one of the hot new t-shirts at the time. It was like, oh yeah, that's that's from that album, Temples of Boom. And Glitchmoth says, yeah, that's an alright album. I liked Illusions. Yeah, that's one of the singles they released. I'm having illusions. Glitchmoth says, oh, I would have loved to see them. Yeah. maybe at some point we can have extensive discussions about live shows we've seen, artists we've seen. Aesop Rock I've seen a few times. Brother Ali I've seen a few times. Oh man, there's way too many for me to list. I did see Nine Inch Nails once. I saw a Perfect Circle at least once. I feel like I may have seen a Perfect Circle twice, but don't quote me on that. Tool I saw at least once. KRS-One I saw. As I said, Cypress Hill. I'm trying to look over there and see what old CDs I have from the 90s, like which of those artists. Flaming Lips I just saw like a month ago. Not even a month ago. Less than a month ago. About a month ago. 3 weeks ago, perhaps. Flaming Lips I saw. I've seen Flaming Lips like 3 or 4, maybe 5 times. They put on an awesome show. Really good. God Lives Underwater. You ever heard of God Lives Underwater? Glitchmoss says, did you hear that song that Cypress Hill did with Beastie Boys? There's a remix they did of What You Want. The answer is probably yes, I have heard that, but I don't have a clear memory of it. I saw Busta Rhymes once. I've seen Tech Nine a couple times. Again, I'm just looking over there. MC Frontalot. I've seen him a few times. Do you know MC Frontalot? He's pretty great. I have never seen Guns N' Roses, nor have I seen Metallica. I've never seen Guns N' Roses or Metallica live. Nor Pink Floyd. I'm tempted to take my mic and just walk over there and start naming off more artists who I've seen live. Because the answer is a lot. It's probably on the scale of hundreds. Who else have I seen live? I forget if I saw KMFDM live. I have seen Insane Clown Posse live. I did see that. I've seen Radiohead. That was a fun little trip. Trusto says, I've seen Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, I saw Rage Against the Machine. I saw Rage Against the Machine plus Soundgarden. They played like a farewell tour or something, or a reunion tour before Chris Cornell is his name, I believe. Like it was like his last tour that he went on or something, and I saw that. It may or may not have been the last tour, but, you know, it was close to that, if not literally. Glitchmoss says, I know Frontalot. And MC Chris. I could have seen MC Chris like a month ago or 2 months ago. I didn't wind up going to that show. He might still be on tour right now if you want to see him. Trusto says, I've also seen The Roots. Yeah, I saw The Roots as well. I saw The Roots back in 1998 when they like first had a, some kind of MTV presence. The college I was going to brought them there as a result of that. I believe I saw Redman as well in that same vein. That was the same time frame as that. Trusto also says Sublime. I don't think I've ever seen Sublime. Trusto says I saw David Gray, Dave Matthews Band. I don't think I've ever seen Dave Matthews. Diane Crawley. Have you ever seen or heard of Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum? That's a great band. I've seen them before. I know at least once, but I feel like it was a couple times that I've seen them. Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. They are like I don't know what you'd call them. It's very like cognitive or I'm not sure how to describe what they are. It's a metal, you know, they're like a very, very hard, sometimes noisy, dissonant metal. They got a violinist as a part of the group. Vocals are bonkers. Out of Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum, the violinist, her name is Carla Kielstadt, if I recall correctly. And she has a band on her own, which I think is called 3 Foot Yard. That's an interesting band also. Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum had disbanded. They had disbanded for I don't know how long, a number of years. And just recently, within the past maybe like year or two, they were like, hey, we're back. I was like, oh, hooray. Maybe I'll go see them. Also, another band that's good to see if you can catch them live is Captured by Robots. You ever heard of Captured by Robots? Captured by Robots is this guy. I don't know where he's. I want to say he's from Seattle, but I may be completely making that up out of nowhere. Don't quote me on that. But Captured by Robots is this guy who, you know, long before there was any kind of AI or any business like this, he built some robots, like some Chuck E. Cheese animatronic robots that play instruments, and he goes on tour with his robots. And it's not like he's playing music on like a backing track and the robots are just there for show. That's not what's happening. The robot is really playing the bass, and a different robot is really playing the drums and really playing guitar or whatever the setup is, and then also him. And he sings, and I believe he also plays guitar. That is a good show as well. That's just like some loud, screamy, punky, hardcore kind of stuff. Great for your local dive bar. He was going on tour, but I don't know. That might have been a while. He might have ended that tour already. Captured by Robots. Definitely a very good live show for you to check out. He also had another band having to do with like teddy bear robots or something, but he had some kind of problem, like somebody got hurt or there was some kind of legal problem and he had to stop doing that show. I never got to see it. All I know is it got canceled and he couldn't do it anymore. I feel like there was something else I wanted to add about Captured by Robots. Maybe not. Maybe not, I guess. Oh, I remember what I was going to say about Captured by Robots. it's not just that he has literally built robots that play his songs. That's cool enough. It's actually plucking the guitar strings. That's cool enough. But he also adds this whole, like, story that these robots came and kidnapped him and they're forcing him to go on tour and sing and stuff. It's this whole, like, you know, Gwar? Gwar, they have their whole shtick about, like, the aliens have come and they're doing... It's like that. He has a whole shtick behind Captured by Robots. It's hilarious. And the show is great as well. So, again, if you see in your local dive bar, you might see Captured by Robots coming on tour someday. But catch him soon, because he's been doing this act for, like, I mean, it has to be 10, 15 years at least. So he's not going to keep doing it forever. And while I'm shouting out an absolute must-see underground, check your local dive bar, touring around the United States artist, while I'm in that category, there's one artist you've heard me shout out many times on my streams, and I'm going to do it again, because when we're talking about the underground, hardworking artist who tours around the United States independently, booking his own shows, driving his car literally across the country for 3 months, playing shows, and he's got the dopest show ever. While we're in that category, I have to bring up, of course, Carnage the Executioner. Carnage the Executioner. Carnage is great. Best live show you're ever gonna see. He's so good. He also does a live looping beatbox rap show. He's the one who convinced me to get into all this. He used to come through. I opened for him a bunch of times back when I was playing in Conscious Object. And eventually I started doing the live looping show with the rapping. And I played shows with him like that. He's had me up to his city to play a couple times. His live show is awesome. It's so good. It's impossible to be at Carnage's show and not, like, start moving and dancing and having a good time. It's top notch. Top notch live show. And Carnage actually just announced a tour that he's about to begin. If he comes anywhere near me, I'm gonna check it out for sure. So actually, you should check out his page now. He might be coming to your city in his tour, or a city nearby. He's worth driving, you know, a half hour for sure. It's worth a half-hour drive to check out Carnage the Executioner. Go check out his show. When you go, he's very approachable. He'll want to talk to you at the merch table. Tell him that I sent you. I'll share other artists like that as it occurs to me. Other just like live art. How about that one guy? Do you know that one guy? He's a little more high profile, but still in the underground range. That one guy. That, and then the numeral 1, and then guy. He's really cool. I would love to open for him someday. He also is a one-man band. That one guy. And he built his own instrument. It's like this, I don't even know how to describe it. It's really not like anything you've ever seen. It's like a big bass, kind of. And that's the primary way he uses it. I believe that originally he is a bassist, but don't quote me on that, I may be mistaken. But it's like this big bass, but it's got all of these moving, swiveling parts and buttons he can hit to trigger, like, I assume they're MIDI triggers of some kind. I'm not sure exactly. But he's got, like, live, video playing behind him. He's got a light show. It's interactive. He's really fun. That's a very fun live show as well. That one guy. He goes on tour, usually once a year at least. You'll probably be able to catch a show with him at some point. In the United States. This is dope. I'm happy with this beat. I like these two things here, these layers, these harmonizing layers. It's really good. Fits the definition of Doog backward. Please like this video. Please subscribe. I could use some subs. Thank you for being here today. This has been such a good tinkering in the studio experience with you. I love doing this with you. I love connecting with you in this way. I hope to see you in the next live stream. My regulars know that we have a variety of flavors of live stream here on Reconsider It's Music Sketchpad. Today we're in the lower right, tinkering in the studio. This free-form hangout. It's like you're hanging with your friends at the bar. You got some entertainment going on, yeah, that's true, but really it's about connecting with your friends and such. Who knows what we're gonna do? We got some live looping, we got some synth, maybe we'll chat about some stuff. Join us for some tinkering in the studio. In the lower left, we have a very similar show with the live looping, we got the synth going on. But in unspoken, there's no talking at all on the mic. Just the synth, just the loopers. Perfect for your instrumental needs. Join us for unspoken. In the upper left, we got loops and chill. Loops and chill. We got 4, 5, 6 beats. Looks like a well-rehearsed performance. Wrong. Everything's being improvised. The beats, the way I arrange them, it's all being improvised. Building the plane while I'm flying it. Join us for loops and chill. In the upper right, we've got 505 beat making. That's where I build a beat on the loopers, vocals only, and I talk about what I'm doing on the loopers so you get some of those technical details. join us for 505 beat making. And until then, my friends, whichever kind of live stream it might be that you join us for next time, until then, please have a very good rest of your day today. Please allow the rest of your day today to bring you all manner of healing and goodness. Please let this be the first moment in which you are open to receive, in a new, unprecedented manner, healing that you believe is impossible, that you've been told shouldn't be possible. Please receive extra-dimensional healing today, and I will see you in the next Reconsider It live stream.
Thank you.